Nmap, king of scanner. Nmap is an open source network scanner. Using Nmap, you can check status of the devices in the computer network, like it is on or off, like it is live or not. Using Nmap, you can check status of the services, you can check port status of the devices. So it is widely used in the production environment. Nmap is my most favorite tool to gather information about the target, and it is a very vast tool as a network scanner. Nmap contains thousands of scripts and thousands of options to gather target information. So let's begin. You can see I opened VMware workstation and I have lots of operating systems like Kali Linux operating system, Windows Server 2016, Windows 10, Metasploitable 2 Linux version. So let me log into the Kali Linux operating system. Give password of root. Root is a super user of Linux operating system. Let me log in to the Windows Server 2016 using Ctrl Alt Insert. Give password of Windows Server. Let me log in to the Windows 10 operating system also. And you can log in to the Metasploitable using MSF admin. Password is also MSF admin. You can see username and password information is provided here. Just give enter. It will give you login status information and also give you command prompt to work with it. Use ifconfig command to check IP address of the Metasploitable. IP address is 192.168.159.149 for Metasploitable 2 Linux machine. Let me check IP address of Windows 10. Open CMD. Give command ipconfig. It will provide IP information of Windows 10. Here you can see IP address of Windows Server 2016. IP address is 192.168.159.166 and 192.168.159.130 is a Windows 10 operating system's IP address. And here you can see IP address of Kali Linux, and IP address is 192.168.159.194. Now let me scan by using simple command nmap and give target machine's IP address. So Metasploitable IP address is 149. So give 192.168.159.149. 149 is IP address of Metasploitable machine and give enter. By default, nmap command scans thousands of TCP ports for target device. It will take few seconds to scan target machine. Here you can see status of target machine, like there is a lots of ports on, like FTP port, SSH port, telnet, SMTP, domain, HTTP, RPC bind, login cell, NFS, CC proxy, etc. You can see Nmap by default scans thousands of TCP based ports. You can see closed port information provided. Here you can see MAC address information of the target device and how much second taken to scan target machine. You can maximize the font using Ctrl plus Shift plus plus sign. Now let me ping to the target host using nmap space -s, p is a capital, and define target machine IP address 149. Using dash as capital P, you can ping to the target device and you can check status of the target machine. Now let me ping to the Windows Server 2016, and Windows Server 2016 has a IP address 192.168.159.166. So let me ping to the 166. It will take a few seconds to give information about the target machine. You can see host is up and MAC address information of the target machine. Same you can ping to the Windows 10 and IP address is 130. Now let me ping to the Windows 10. You can see host is up, MAC address status of the target machine. Now let me use simple ping command for target machine. I am able to ping to the 130 host. Let me ping to the 149. It is also working. And let me ping to the 166. And I am not able to ping to the target device. So you can see firewall status of the target machine by right clicking on this computer icon and go to the network and sharing center. Here you can see Windows Firewall, and now click on turn Windows Firewall on or off. Here you can see firewall is on and blocking all the connection. So let me remove the tick mark and you can see we are getting reply from the target machine. If I am click on block and you can see ping is stopped. So using firewall you can block ICMP packets. Now let me demonstrate another command using nmap as capital S P0 S V dash O and target machine information. Dash SS means it will send SYN packet. It will scan for protocol number, like every protocol has a number, like TCP has a port number 6 and UDP has a port number 7 and ICP has a port number 1. It will scan for all the number of protocol, and dash SV means it will detect version of operating system, and you can see dash O, that means also version of operating system. So give enter. You can see no target were specified, so 0 hosts scanned. Now let me scan Windows Server 2016. Here you can see we are not getting reply. V is a capital Use capital V. It will take a few seconds to give output of the command. Here you can see I have changed small o to capital O. Here it is providing fingerprint information of the operating system. Here you can see 0/TCP filter, that means firewall is on. Now let me off the firewall, and now try to scan. Here you can see we are not able to getting port information. We getting the host is up and not able to get any information about ports number. So I off the firewall for domain network. Let me off firewall for all the profile like private and public network also, and now try to scan again. Here you can see still we are not getting details about ports number. Now let me scan for 149. Same you can scan for Windows 10 operating system, and Windows 10 has IP address 130. Here you can see scanning status of the Windows 10 operating system. We are not getting any TCP based information, and we are just getting MAC address same as Windows Server 2016 and metasploitable. Now use Nmap capital T5 and target device IP address 149. It's a metasploitable IP address, and give enter. -T5 means if you are in a hurry and you want to get faster result, you can use -T5. So here you can see live ports information of the target like FTP, SSH, telnet is open on a target device. Same you can scan for a 166. It's a Windows Server 2016. It will give you faster result compared to normal Nmap command. You can see there is a lots of protocols on. Now as you know, as I explained before, Nmap command scan thousands of ports by default. But if you want to scan top 20 ports only for a target device, you can use this command. Now, if you want to scan TCP based scanning for port number 80 for a target device 112.150, it will give you result for host 111 to 150. You can see port 80 is on for this MAC address. It's a MAC address of 149. Here you can see port status and port status and MAC address information of the target device. You can see 130. 130 is a Windows 10 of IP address, and it's a MAC address of Windows 10, and it is MAC address of Metasploitable, and it is IP address of Metasploitable. So two hosts are up. Now let me on Wireshark. Go to the application, sniffing and spoofing, and go to the Wireshark. Now you can start to capturing packet by clicking on this icon. Just click on it. It will start to scan, and now let me scan using command nmap as capital S 159.111 to 150 and use decoy D and define IP address for this Kali Linux machine. This Kali Linux machine use 192.168.159.2 and .3 as a source address for scanning these devices. So you can hide information of the Kali Linux using this command. So now give enter. It will take few seconds to give output of the command. Here you can see we are getting failed response because there is mistake with the command. Delete dot and give enter. Here you can see two hosts are up, and these are the port information for the 149, and these are the port information for 130. So now let me check output in Wireshark. So now you can search for a IP source 192.168.159.2. So here you can see status for 192.168.159.2. Here you can see .2 sending sequence packet to the 149. Same, it is sending sequence packet to the 130. Here you can see status of the packet. It is sending SYN packet. Here you can see for 130 also it is sending SYN packet to the target machine, and after getting reply it is sending reset flag to the target machine. So let me clear this filter. Now you can see .2 applies filter and click on and selected find .3 also. If you are not able to finding because there is thousands of packet capture, you can use end IP dot source is equal to 192.168.159.3. So now it will give you result for .2 and .3, but still we are not getting any response for .3. Same, you can search for .3. Here you can see .3 is also sending SYN packet to the 149. Here you can see flag information. So Wireshark is a very helpful sniffing tool, monitoring tool to gather packet information in the network. Now let me explain for another nmap command, nmap-v. You can use just nmap command and give enter. It will give you help information of the nmap command. You can see v is a small or capital. You can use nmap, use small v and use target device IP address. It will give you version information. Like you can see, it's provide every scanning and version information as a verbosely. You can see discovered open ports. So -v provide as a verbose. Now you can see how many latency taken to gather information about. Now use nmap -f dash F is a capital. Dash F means I will scan only for top 100 of ports. I don't want to scan thousands of ports. Now define network information like 159.0/24, but I don't want to scan for 192.168.159.1 and 192.168.1.254. Give enter. It will take too much time because it will scan thousands of ports for every IP address. So now let me open another terminal, use Nmap, give enter. You can see every options here, like using P you can define port range. If you want to use TCP connect, use these options. Same you can use PN to treat all hosts as online and skip host discovery. So it will give you fast result. Normally Nmap command first run ping and then try to scan target machine, but if you use -pn it will skip ping information and assume target device is already live. So it will save your scanning time. It is little small time compared to only nmap command. So if you want to scan IPv6, use nmap space -6 and define IPv6 address of the target machine. I don't have a target machine with the IPv6, so I am not gonna run this command. You can also use nmap space if list. It will give you information about interface of this machine. So let me small it. You can see IP address information for interface, like it is IPv4 address, it is IPv6 address, loopback interface information for IP version 4, and this is IP version 6 loopback address. Status for